Projectile is thrown with initial velocity v is equal to pi plus qj if the range of the projectile is double the maximum height, right? So what is given is r is equal to 2h, and we know that this condition is satisfied when theta is equal to tan inverse 2. And we also know that when our object is projected at an angle theta, right, we know that it can be resolved into two components, Vx and Vy, and theta therefore would be equal to tan inverse Vy by Vx. So now we have two values for tan inverse, which means we can equate them. So we can say that tan inverse 2 is equal to tan inverse Vy by Vx, or 2 is equal to Vy by Vx. And what is Vy? Is the component along the j component, which is k, y component, which is q here, and what is Vx? Component along the x direction along I cap, which is p. So what we get is q is equal to 2p, right? So as I mentioned earlier, we have approximately 2 minutes per question to solve this during the JEE Mains exam. We have solved it well below that. Now let us go through the detailed discussion of how to approach this theoretically. So what we have here is the condition that r is equal to 2 times maximum height, right? So what is r? We know that r is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. And what is the maximum height? Okay, let us write down. Its max is equal to u square sine square theta by 2g, right? Now, what is sine 2 theta? It is 2 sine theta cos theta whole upon g is equal to 2 into u square. Now, write sine square theta as sine theta into sine theta the whole upon 2g. Now u square by u square is 1, 2 by 2 is 1, g by g is 1, sine theta by sine theta is 1. So what we left is cos theta is equal to sine theta by 2, or 2 is equal to tan theta, which gives us further that theta is equal to tan inverse 2, right? Now, if you resolve this, so this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. We know that this is I cap, right? This is j cap. We got a velocity vector here, vector v, which is inclined at an angle theta, right? And velocity vector v inclined at an angle theta. So we know that there should be two components. If you resolve it, so what we get is Vx like this, right? And Vy like this. So from this triangle, what is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. What is opposite? Vy, right? And what is adjacent? Adjacent is Vx, and therefore theta is equal to tan inverse Vy by Vx. So we got theta is equal to tan inverse 2 and theta is equal to tan inverse Vy by Vx, and the answer follows. So what we can do otherwise also is to understand the concept even better. What we can do is, see, we can write Vx as, we can write the vector v as Vx into I cap plus Vy into j cap, right? So what is given to us? Given to us that Vx, or vector v, is equal to p into I cap plus q into j cap. And from here, if you understand the concept, what is Vx is equal to? Vx is equal to horizontal component, which is v into cos theta, right? And what is Vy is equal to? Vy is equal to v into sine theta. Now we divide it. What do you get? Vy by Vx is equal to v, and v will cancel. What we get is sine theta by cos theta, which is equal to tan theta. So that's the logic behind writing this step directly. Okay. So again from here we have Vy by Vx is equal to tan theta. But what is Vy? So if you compare these two equations, see, Vx is P and Vy is Q. So we get Vy is equal to Q by what is Vx? Vx is P, which is equal to tan theta. What is tan theta here? It is 2. So what we get is Q is equal to 2P. So I think I've explained all possible angles of this. Well, yes, whatever other steps you follow will be either a deviation from this or will be a substep, which actually doesn't change the answer here. So yes, so having said so, let's move on to the next question, which is from AIEEE. A boy can throw a stone up to a maximum height of 10 meter. Okay, the maximum horizontal distance